Hey there everybody, it's Lance with Love to Hate, back again with another unboxing video. Today I have Fit to Print from AEG and Flatout Games. This is a game by Peter McPherson and the artwork is by Ian O'Toole. This is a game that I backed on Kickstarter a while back and it has just delivered to me. It is a polyomino real-time game in which you are trying to put together your own newspaper. You are a newspaper editor. And so let's take a look at the back side of the box here. It says ages 15 to 30 minutes, ages 10 and up, 1 to 6 players. And the back of the box says Fit to Print is a puzzly tile laying game about breaking news designed by Peter McPherson and set in a charming woodland world created by Ian O'Toole. Thistsville is the world's most bustling little town. It's a challenge to keep up with all the locals, but as an editor at one of the local newspapers, your job is to tell their stories. The front page is due in just a few hours and you have no time for perfection. Grab the biggest stories before the other papers get a chance and make sure you get the right photos too. A newspaper is a business, so the money has to come from somewhere, so don't forget the ads. After you've picked out a combination of stories, photos, and ads, it's time to lay out the front page. Did you take enough tiles to fill the paper, but not so many that things have to be cut? Over the course of 3 days, your skills will be tested as you compete to be the most newsworthy editor. Fit to Print has various game modes from frantic real-time action to relaxed solo puzzle modes to suit any gaming group. With so many unique ways to lay out your paper and score points, lovers of spatial puzzles will have lots to enjoy. I'm very excited for this one, have been waiting eagerly for it to arrive, and got to check it out at Gen Con. They had a copy for us to look at their media event, and so got to try it out there and was hooked, really wanted to try this, so it is here now. And this is the Kickstarter edition. My copy is Kickstarter. Let me get everything on frame here. And so we backed it on Kickstarter. So there may be a couple of things such as this Kickstarter promo pack, Game Breaking News mini expansion that is in my box here. Now this probably will not be in your retail edition box if you get a retail copy, but I'm going to open this up real quick and show you what's inside. So we do have a couple of punch outs here, some tiles, spy network suspected, setting a quick pace. I like that one, that's cool. Yeah, these are double-sided tiles. We've got a little instruction sheet and a deck of cards. There we go. And a deck of cards inside this plastic container wrapper. Here we go. All right. So just some cards here. Sunday, Saturday, Friday, breaking news cards. Now these cards are pretty thin, but they are linen finish and they'll do the job. So anyhow, that is just the mini expansion that came as part of backing it on Kickstarter. So let's see what's in the rest of the box. So we have our rule book here, and this rule book is pretty big. It's thicker than what I was expecting it to be. So we're going to have to check to see about all the rules in this. I don't think it's a very complicated game, which is why I'm kind of surprised that the rulebook is as long as it is. But yeah, so we'll get into this maybe. So here's the solo mode, and there's some scenarios. So that's why this takes up more space than what it might typically take up. So yeah, we've got lots of achievements and scenarios to play through. Some variant modes. We've got a family mode, turn-based mode, so it's not real time. And then some clarifications on some of the stuff in the game. So there you go. That's the reason why the rulebook is as thick as it is. But anyhow, that's the rulebook there. We do have some punch-outs. Now, we have a ton of punch-outs. Look how many punch-outs we have in this. Looks to be about 8 boards, maybe. But these are going to be pretty thick. Don't know if that's really catching on the camera there. These are very thick tiles, and you need them to be with this type of game, as you are going to be frantically moving about trying to grab these tiles, place them on your board. So they're going to get some wear and tear, and so it's a good thing that the tiles are thick and durable here, but you can see that they are coming out very, very easily, not tearing. You can see on the backside that they're just going to be like a newspaper article, so that you're not sure what it is that you're picking up. As far as some of these ads go and the newspaper articles themselves, the photos, it looks like, are double-sided, so you'll always see what those are, but you might not see everything. But yeah, these tiles are coming out great, so that's good. And this, I would recommend, this is just something I do with my games when I'm taking a look at that there's a lot of punch-outs with punch-out boards. You don't want to necessarily throw these boards away. I think this is going to be the kind of game where you might want to take out the insert and put those boards after you have punched everything out, put them in the base of the box, and then put your insert back on top of it. That way it sits flush with the lid. If I can get everything in here. Well, I'll deal with it later. But anyhow, because you can see how these boards are going to be taking up a lot of space in the box, and if you don't keep the boards underneath the insert's going to sit low like it is right now, and the pieces are going to fly around inside the box. So you can put these boards underneath the insert to raise that insert up so that it's more flush with the top of the box, so the pieces are less likely to fly around inside the box. Just a little tip there for you. Do that with a lot of my games. Here we have this score pad. It is double-sided, so that's pretty nice. You'll get a lot of uses out of that. And we've got some boards here. Now, these boards fold out, and you are going to be playing on a certain side depending on the day or round. So this is Sunday, Saturday, Friday. So your paper gets bigger and bigger as you get closer to the end of the game. This is the Evening Hoot. We've got the Chestnut Press, front and back there for you. The Babbling Brook is another newspaper. Now, if you don't know what I mean by newspaper, these are going to be the different player boards in the game because each player is a different newspaper. And then we've got the Understory. Pretty cool. And I love how these have kind of a rustic kind of country feel to them. And we've got the Prairie Courier. There you go. And the star, if you're wondering, that's where your first tile has to be placed, if I remember the rules correctly. The Flora Fauna is the last one. There you go. And that's it for the player boards. Now we do have some more cards, so let me open this up real quick. We'll take a look at the cards. And these cards are going to be the same exact quality as the other mini expansion cards that I showed you earlier. They are linen finished. They are kind of thin though. You may want to sleeve these if you are a sleever of cards. And if I had to guess how many cards were here, I would take a guess about 40 or so. You might want 40, and these look to be standard sized cards. But anyhow, we've got great, excellent artwork. Again, Ian O'Toole here does the artwork on these cards. And so we've got, these are going to be Friday cards, and I would imagine those are Saturday cards, and each card's going to have a different thing for you to play out and do on your turn. And then I would assume these to be the Sunday cards. Yep, Sunday. So there we go. And then Press Pass. And so maybe these are special player abilities that you're able to do. You receive no penalty for one unplaced tile per round. You begin the game with $3 ad revenue. And then these are going to be player aids on the back side of the cards. So pretty cool. I like that. I like how they do look like press pass ID badges. So that's very thematic, as again, you are part of the press in this game. And of course, we've got our baggies here. So we've got lots of baggies to keep the tiles separated and accounted for. But there you go. That's what you have here inside of Fit to Print. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you think about this game. If you're excited to see more content out on it, maybe a playthrough or review video, and we will try to get that out there for you guys. But yeah, this is one that I was really excited about. Lover of polyomino games, and I think this one has got a really cool theme to it, so I'm really excited to try it out. It has some pretty cool table presence to it as well. With that, I almost forgot. I'm not going to end the video just yet. We're going to try to put together one of these tables real quick if I can't figure that out, how to do that. May punch one out, and there we go. Here's a table board. So yeah, let's do this real quick. If you guys want to stick around and check that this table has a punch out. It's 3D to it. I almost forgot about this. Definitely want to get this in on the video real quick. And have you guys see what these tables look like, because they are pretty cool. You do have to kind of punch these little punch outs in the table out. And there we go, getting it taken care of. There we go. And what did I do with that? Here we go. So this thing is going to fold, and it does. It looks like a desk, if you can see that. And we'll put these in the holes here, like so. Yeah. There we go. So it looks like a desk here, like a newspaper editor's desk. And, you know, it'll sit on the table, obviously like this, but to give you guys more of like a 3D view of it, that's what it's going to look like. And you're going to put the tiles that you think you are wanting to use on your desk, your newspaper article tiles. So the way this game works is you're trying to get those tiles first by grabbing them from a center pile, putting them on your desk. And then once you think you have all the tiles that you need, then you are going to call out that that's the end of getting the tiles. And then everybody has to take whatever tiles are on their desk and put them on those player boards that I showed you earlier, these player boards right here. And so there's kind of like two phases to the game. Very thematic, love the way it looks, has excellent table presence. But there you have it, that's Fit to Print. As I said, if you'd like more on it, leave me some comments down below. If you like this video, please, please, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to be notified of all of our great new content. I'm Lance, and this is Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.